से जो है पूछताछ की जाएगी। जी
जी, धन्यवाद so much for those inputs. Moving on now to some other news that's coming in from the Supreme Court, which has sought responses from the centre and the states on providing reservation to transgenders after a top court decision of 2024 had directed them to be treated as socially and educationally backward classes for reservation in public employment and admissions. The order was passed by a bench of Justices P.S. Narasimha and A.S. Chandurkar while hearing a petition filed by two transgender doctors who were demanding reservation in the NEET-PG admission. Although the students had sought an order to reserve 2 seats for them as counselling is likely to begin soon, the court said it was more interested to ensure a system is put in place that may benefit not just the two petitioners, but all those who are primarily similarly placed in the similar situation. Additional Solicitor General Archana Pathak Dave has also appeared for the centre and said that the union government has taken a stand that a transgender person can avail reservation granted to scheduled castes, scheduled tribes, other backward classes or economically weaker sections, while no separate reservation can be provided. Meanwhile, the court asked her to file a response on the number of seats to be reserved for transgenders on an all India basis. Joining me is my colleague Malvika Pandey, who will give us some inputs and help us decode this entire order that has come in from the Supreme Court. Malvika, the Supreme Court has now sought response from the centre and the state, and it has said that rather than helping just the two individuals who file the petition, it wants to help people who are placed in a similar position. What do you have to say on that? What are the centre and the states responding with?
Well, Shivani, what we're seeing over here is that the Supreme Court has sought a response from both the central government as well as the state government over its direction in 2014. Now, what is important here is this 2014 judgment by the Supreme Court, which was passed on the 15th of April in 2014. Now, under this judgment, the Supreme Court had stated that we direct the centre and the state governments to take steps to treat transgender persons as socially and educationally backward classes of citizens and extend all kinds of reservation in cases of admission in educational institutions and for public appointments and face the stigma in society. So now this was the judgment that had come in 2014, after which two petitioners had filed a PIL with the Supreme Court, which had over their admissions to medical institutions under the NEET examination. So now the Supreme Court, while responding to that petition, has brought up its own judgment in 2014 and asked the centre and the states, why that there is a delay in the implementation of the direction of the apex court. Now the bench has said that there are two things which trouble them, which is firstly the implementation of the judgment, which is subject matter there, and how much reservation and in which manner we direct the state governments by way of notification. The question we are asking is that how to take a holistic view in providing the reservation for transgender. So this is the big question that the Supreme Court is asking both the centre and the state, and it has asked them to file a response on why these reservations are not being followed through under its 2014 order. Yes, Shivani, back to you.
Malvika, stay on with us. We'll need your inputs on this other story as well that's coming in from the Delhi High Court, which has observed that